We are on our way to Key West, believe it or not. We're down here looking for a boat.
Yes.
So it's a little terrifying, actually.
Right.
For me, it is. I'm pretty stressed out last night, and we haven't.
She is stressed.
I don't know if this is the right boat or not, but
it's feeling like it might be, which would be great. We might be able to skip a lot of long months of looking, which a lot of people have to do.
So we've already looked at a couple of boats. We looked at Leopard 45, which is the newer version, the current version of it. And
a lot of money for what it was.
It was very expensive. The salon's a little small.
Same with the berths.
Yeah, and Heidi's not a big fan of the berths.
No.
Then we looked at a Elba 45. That's a Fountaine Pajot.
We got into the salon and realized very quickly that it wouldn't work because we have to work. And one of the things that's really a critical thing for us is to make sure that we have workspace for both of us in separate rooms. And so Franny could work downstairs at a maestro desk down there, and I would be able to work upstairs in the salon. And without a nav station, most of these ones are going to
I see what you're saying. Yeah. For us, they're going to get nicked because they don't
they'll
have
get nicked, right?
Yeah.
Because but that's why I was like, why would they remove the nav station? Well, that's why, because people are using their iPads, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. It's just that I'm looking for a place that's like a desk or something that is multifunctional.
Yeah. You can set up shop for work.
Right.
So that makes sense. So the long and the short of that is that the Elba 45, they've done away with the nav station.
Right.
So,
and evidently some of the other ones too.
Yeah. So we had to nick that off the list. So a boat that we were really, really looking at is the last version of the Fountaine Pajot 47.
Right.
That's called the Sayona 47.
Right.
The newer version's called the Tana. We have a friend who is selling his Sayona 47, and he gave us the keys to the castle. It was actually within walking distance of our apartment, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so we gave ourselves a guided tour of that boat, and it works really well for us. It does have the nav station because it's a little older version.
Yeah, it's too bad he had already sold it.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It was already sold.
Actually, a little bit out of our price range. Anyway.
Yeah, it was sold. But so we kind of concluded that boat definitely would work for us.
Yeah.
Another boat we're thinking about and we haven't seen yet is the older Leopard 48.
Right.
So that's probably a 4 or 5 year old boat, something like that.
Yep.
From now, and that might work for us as well.
Right.
But today we are on our way to Key West to take a look at another Sayona 47.
We're actually on Key Largo right now. We are driving all the way to Key West, which is something I've never done before. I guess Franny did it when she was
When I was little, I did it.
Really little.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
My family drove down here, but this isn't too bad of a trip. It's about 3.5 hours or so, maybe a little longer from Fort Lauderdale, where we're staying right now. So it's not a bad trip, and we're looking forward to some fun in Key West.
Yeah, definitely.
Little update, we are just finishing up the 7 Mile Bridge. It's really something. Boy, it's 7 miles. 7 miles over the water.
Yeah, it's wild.
Off to the right, you can see the old bridge that used to be there. That's probably the one we drove on when we were kids. And it's they've broken it up and they use it as like a fishing pier now. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. That was it.
There was people walking on, but there's breaks in it, so they can't walk the whole way.
Yeah, you can't walk all the way across. There's a whole section missing in the center, which is weird. But because they don't want anybody driving on it, I suppose, is the thought. But it's beautiful out today. We have a gorgeous day. It's a little breezy. Light white caps
like
on the water.
Weather.
Yeah, it's really pretty out.
Perfect October weather.
And birdies and all sorts of stuff. Oh, there's an osprey. Look at that. So yeah, it's just a gorgeous day. We couldn't have asked for better weather. It's completely clear. It's supposed to be kind of crummy tomorrow, and it's supposed to be raining in Lauderdale right now. So we picked a great time to come to Key West.
Since we were able to look at our friend Steven's Sayona 47, we were able to put a lot more focus on details that we might not have had time for normally. We were also able to use his boat as a good comparison because they were only 1 year apart from each other, and this helped us determine how well the boat was maintained. Obviously, a survey would help make sure that things were actually working as they should be, but a survey will not be able to focus on aesthetic items and things that really don't affect the workability of the boat. We looked at the condition of hardware on the latches, the hatches, the teak, and other wood surfaces that may or may not need to be refinished. We checked out the trampoline condition, which was not great. We looked at storage areas just to know what was there. We opened the drawers and lockers to see what was inside and what condition those places were in. We even tried out the mattresses of one of the berths. Of course, Franny wanted to take a look at both engine bays, both the engines, and the generator. We knew that these would all be very important to us. After a long and somewhat stressful day, Franny and I couldn't wait to take some time for ourselves to really relax and experience Key West. We love the quaint streets with beautifully architected homes and buildings. It made walking to our next stop, Mallory Square, so incredibly enjoyable. When we arrived, it was right around sunset. There was lots of hustle and bustle and activity as all the sailboats and other boats prepared for their evening sunset cruises. We couldn't help but wonder if at some day we would be joining them out on the water. The sunset was an amazing set of different colors, and we could not have asked for another more perfect day.
It's nutty here. It's just crazy. So are you happy? Yeah, look at that smile. Heidi put in an offer on a boat today.
I didn't even ask Franny.
Yes, she didn't even ask. She didn't. She didn't.
No, I didn't even ask her.
No, she liked it so much, she just totally put in an offer.
I figured there was no fatal flaws. And I knew that if I was happy, Franny would be happy, and I figured, because we basically said if we don't see anything out of it, and it was in good shape, great shape.
Yep.
And we still have the inspection and stuff, but yeah, no fatal flaws.
So we're at dinner now.
Yep.
Hanging out. It is hopping here in Key West. Oh my God, is it just crazy out tonight? So we're having a great time.
Join us next episode when we head back to Key West for the survey and sea trial for the boat we have just put an offer on. Thanks for watching.